Hello people, what's going on? Another day at work. Halfway through the day, I'm heading on back to the casa, or the apartment, so that I can, I need to make my food for the week. I have a lot of chicken that I set out for defrosting at home, and then I'm just gonna put it in the slow cooker and let it do its thing while I'm going to my second campus. Oh, but I'm starving. I didn't even have a shake this morning, which is not good. Today, so far, so good as far as the teaching day goes. I mean, 3 class periods, we're still getting ready for competition, and I mean, it's okay. Things could be better, but you know, that's what we work for. Every day you work to get better, and we're gonna go to competition, I think, on the 28th and 29th. So just trying to get that done. I have my observation coming up on Wednesday, so that'll be, well, it depends on the class, to be completely honest, because sometimes they're great, like they were this past week. We got so much work done I think on Friday, but other days it's like pulling teeth just to get them to do anything. And the attitudes, I mean, it's a bunch of 7th and 8th grade girls, so honestly at this age the girls are much worse than the boys, and the girls are more ruthless as well. It's kind of crazy, but it's sometimes getting them to do what they need to do is crazy. And they asked like when I wanted them to come and observe, and I told them that, you know, it doesn't really matter what day you come in, because we're working on the same thing all week and until we do competition, but probably come to 8th period because we're working on this and this, and well, that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll have my observation. If you're not, I'm keeping an eye on my time, but if you're not familiar with how this works, at least in Texas, how it works as the teachers, you get observed. You have a 15-minute walkthrough. It can be random at any time, and they just come in to see how things are working for a small snippet of your class. And then towards the end of the year, or honestly any time, but more towards the end of the year, they'll do a 45-minute walkthrough where they're in your class period, in a classroom, I mean, for a full class period, to see exactly what goes on, how you run class, how everything goes and everything. So that's what we're going to be doing on Wednesday, and that determines my efficiency as a teacher, based on those 2 times of them being in the classroom. So it's kind of like my report card. So that's coming up on Wednesday, and then towards the end of, once the school year ends, closer to May and everything, I'll have a conference seeing what I did, what I can do to get better, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. And this is my first year in this district, so I'm pretty sure they'll treat me like a new teacher 100%, but we'll see. And honestly, I'm just gonna go in, teach choir, and keep going. I mean, I work every day from bell to bell and do what I need to do, so it's not really a big deal with me having somebody coming in and observing. And another thing in music, a lot of the appraisers don't even know, they don't really know music, so they honestly don't know what they're looking at. They look, they see if the kids are engaged, they see if they're learning, and they see if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I keep my classroom in control. And that's pretty much it. Gosh, these people are going slow. The speed limit's 50. Anyways, that's all. I'll probably do another video probably on my way home today from work, from the second campus. Alright guys, I'm home. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to take these chicken breasts that I defrosted them, and I'm gonna put them in the slow cooker, and everything will be good. Ooh. Bring it down. Go to the slow cooker and cook it while I am at work. And when I come home, it should be smelling amazing when I get here. Yes. This is what I'm gonna this is what I'm gonna use to season some Italian dressing, some of this lemon and herb seasoning, and grill mates. So that's what I'm gonna use, and I'm basing this off of a recipe that I got last week off of a channel called Buff Dudes. They didn't use the Italian dressing, but they used some other stuff, and I'm just gonna cook it the same way. I'm gonna use the Italian dressing as like a water base, put it at the bottom, and then put the chicken in, and well, I'll just show you. All right, see, there's one piece of chicken in there. And what I like to do as well is poke some holes in there, and that way it'll kind of be able to soak up some of the some of the goodness and the flavor. So that's just one piece, and I'm gonna just keep on adding the rest of it to it, and then I'll put some more of the Italian dressing on top, and some of these seasonings as well, and it will be greatness. Yes. All right, what's up, Fit Fam? I didn't meal prep like I usually try to on the weekend, but Facebook. What's up, YouTube? I'm home, and I saw something on my Facebook feed just now that I really wanted to talk about. And usually, I mean, this isn't even anything I had planned for my VEDA, but I really wanted to talk about this. It says, man cuts off dreadlocks to encourage youths to clean up image. While I'm okay with what he's doing, I am not okay with the way that he's doing it. I think that this man, he was in jail before, and now he's trying to get back into society by getting a job, and he feels like his dreads are holding him back. I, for one, have never had any issues getting a job, and I got 2 jobs when I had my dreads. First off, I'm gonna stop calling them dreads and just call them locks, because there's nothing dreadful about locks. Okay, that's the first thing, and it's just he feels like there's a negative connotation that is growing with locks, and honestly, I mean, if he feels like that's what he needs to do, that's fine. But as far as that being a statement to help people clean up their image, you can dress up and have locks and make them look very professional. I've done it. When I went to job interviews with my locks were like down to here, by the way. But when I went to interviews with my locks, I would just tie them back, pull them back, and make sure that the front was nice and twisted, and just go on and do what I need to do. You can make locks be very professional, and it's nothing to do with your hair when it comes to you being professional. It's about you as a person being professional. Now, this gentleman was probably having issues because, well, he has a history, he has a record. But I got my job at Target when I had locks. I know, yeah, a job at Target, whatever. But I also got my job teaching when I had locks. Granted, the interview was over Skype. But what I did to make sure that they knew that I had locks, instead of tying them back completely, I had a hairband on to where it would just keep it out of my face, but my hair was hanging down. And I wanted them to know, like, yeah, I have locks. I'm not ashamed of them, and I don't want to hide them from you. They're right here. And I met the criteria they were looking for, and I had that job for 2 years. There was nothing wrong with it. I left the job because I wanted to, not because I had any issues there. And yes, it is very important that when you go into a job interview, that you need to sell yourself. You need to dress accordingly. You need to speak accordingly, and just do the right thing to try to land that job, you know? Don't go in there talking like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 with your grills in and your jeans on and not tucking in your shirt and everything. No, you need to present yourself in a professional manner. But what really rubs me the wrong way about the way that this man chose to do this is someone having locks is a natural hairstyle for black people. And for a man to want to get locks and then be worried about not being able to get a job because of his hairstyle, it's absolutely ridiculous. And instead of cutting off your hair and conforming to actually make the stereotype that men with locks are bad people, why not go out there and do good things? Go out and be known for doing good stand up things for black people and just for yourself to show that no, this right here doesn't make me a bad person. So, what's your take on that? What's your take? Um, yeah, sorry about this little debate, but ugh. Right, the last thing, the last thing I'm going to talk about today is my food. It is currently 5:47. I put this in here at about 11 a.m. So look at that chicken now. Look at that chicken now. It's looking scrumptious. So I'm just gonna make some rice and some veggies to go with it. But actually, what I'm about to do right now, I'm gonna let this stay on low and continue to cook for probably about another hour or so. And I'm gonna make some ground turkey and some rice and veggies, and that's gonna be my lunch for the week. And then this right here is gonna be my dinner for the week. So yes, yes, and yes. That's it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. I'll talk to y'all later. VEDA, day 6, done.